Alright, we're going to teach you some skills. With those skills, you're going to make this cylinder. It's going to be similar to this, your final product. So let's get started. First off, you need to have a new blank screen. Make sure that your document settings over here are in inches. If they're not, click right here. On the right, this is going to appear. Change that to inch. Say set as default. Okay, so to start out with, we need to draw a new sketch. So I click on this little plus sign here, and we're going to look at this from the top. It's like you're standing above the earth and looking down, and you're going to click on this surface, and it's going to start that sketch. What we want to do is draw a cylinder, so you need to pick the cylinder tool. There are more options in this. If you go to the child tools, there are more than one type of cylinder. I'm going to click on the cylinder. I'm going to drag it from the middle here out. So I clicked, let go, drag out. Want 2 inches, so I'm going to type 2, enter. So it gives us a dimension. It shows that this thing is 2 inches in diameter. Okay, now I can finish the sketch. I'm going to grab my view cube and just rotate this a little bit, and then I'm going to extrude it, and we want to go up 2 inches. Alright, so we're halfway there. Now what we're going to do is write our name on this. So we want to write it on this surface. So to do that, I click on this and make sure I select this surface. It turned blue, so I know it's selected. Then you want to go to the Create tab and do text, and just click and then click, create a little box. Once you type in your name, you can do your first and last name and space it. On the right, your text tools show up. You can adjust the size of your text. You can adjust the spacing between the letters. You can bold it or unbold it or italics it. You can center it, put it at the bottom or the top. So you can play around with these tools, get it where you want it. Once you've gotten your name how you like it, say OK. Then finish the sketch. Go to extrude, select your text, make sure it turns to dark blue, and you can either drag it down. Oops, that's not doing the text. So let's do the extrude one more time. I'm going to go to extrude, and it says one thing's already selected. I'm going to exit off of that so that nothing's selected, and then I'm going to select my name, and now it's just doing my name. So I want you to either go in a little bit or out. One thing you'll notice is that the program assumes that when you drag it up that you want to join and add material. When you drag it in, it assumes that you want to cut and remove. So if you look over here, you'll see this change from cut to join depending on if you're dragging it up or down. And you can also go in and change this. But I like that. I'm just going to drag mine in a little bit. You can go up or down, say OK. Okay, now let's change the material type. So I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to go to modify. We've created, now we're modifying this shape. Go to physical material. It's going to bring up some folders here on the right that you can pick from. So find one that you like. I'm just going to make mine out of metal. I'm going to make it be, I don't know, brass or bronze, and you just click that and you drag and drop it, and then it changes it to that material. So pick a material that you like. Okay, now we're going to talk a little bit about primitive shapes. A cylinder is a primitive shape, a cube is a primitive shape, A sphere is a primitive shape. Some programs only have, like Tinkercad, really focus on primitive shapes to make things. So I'll show you how that plays in here. If we go to this Create tab, and let's say for instance pick the sphere, you can select the place where you want to attach the sphere. So let's say the bottom of this, opposite of the side that has my name. I don't want to do it on the name side, the other side. And then I'm going to click here in the center, and then it adds a sphere there, and it's thinking that I want to make it cut. So if I drag this, you can see that it cuts and it makes a larger diameter cut. So you can do that, or if you say instead of cut, join, now it's making it so it adds to it. So you can either cut or join this one, but I want you to get a primitive, get a sphere, and attach it to the bottom of this, and either cut or add to your cylinder. So I'm going to cut mine. You can see it's made this little concave mirror dill there. So we're pretty close. We almost have it finished. There's one other thing I want you to do on this. We want to go to the Construct tab, to the down arrow. This lets you put planes to draw on, or to sketch on. So there's a lot of options here. We're going to do the tangent plane. If I click on the cylinder, it makes the plane tangent to the cylinder. It's only touching in one point there. And you can adjust, where it is on here out of 360 degrees, or you can just grab this little blue tool and rotate it. But anyways, get that on there, click here, click on the plane, make sure it's highlighted. Then I want you to just do the square or rectangle tool. Just draw a little rectangle right in the center of that, as centered as you can get. Finish the sketch, and then extrude that through the cylinder. Say OK. Now you have a nice little hole through it. Kind of looks like a piston or something. You can do more to it if you like, but this is all you need to get full points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate it so I can see everything. I can see the hole I put in the side. I can see my name. And then I'm going to go down to the bottom in the search and find the snippet tool. Type snip. Here's the snipping tool. It'll pop up like this. Do new. And then just click and hold and drag and then let go. And then file, save as. Save it under your number. You save it as either a PNG or a JPEG. And then submit that in Canvas under the assignment titled cylinder. Alright, thanks.